Hey, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com, and time for another FAQ. Got this one from a woman named Dana and several others who asked me to answer her question, which was, how do I stay physically strong and have energy and get enough nutrition from the vegan diet? It's a great question and a very common one. You'll find answers all over the place, but here's my 2 cents. I eat a whole foods plant-based diet. Sometimes literally Whole Foods. I'm on my way to the store Whole Foods, but as I speak. But when I say Whole Foods, I mean an unprocessed, healthy foods. So not eating a ton of packaged foods, although I do have a weakness for kale chips, which don't really count because they're raw, even though they're in packaging. But it's typically things that have preservatives in them, tons of salt, oil, and sugar. Those are the things I really try to stay away from unless I'm making them myself and controlling the ingredients. But really focusing on organic foods and having lots of variety. So lots of legumes, lots of grains, lots of nuts and seeds, and tons of vegetables, all different colors, all different types, and a little bit of fruit, although because of the sugar content, fruit to me is maybe once a day. I've been really into bananas lately. But for me, for the past few years, that has really helped. You can check out past videos to see me talk about things like the way gluten and soy affects me personally. But for me, it's really been about figuring out the way food works in my body, because we're all a little bit different. But people will generally agree that a varied, unprocessed, fresh diet is one of the best ways to have consistent energy and feel strong all the time. I found I never drink coffee. I rarely drink caffeine, and I don't really need it because of the food in my life is giving me that. If you're looking for protein sources, so many options out there. Vegans are definitely not going to have protein deficiency. Well, unless they're eating a super processed and limited diet, but you can get protein from all sorts of vegetables, and especially legumes, nuts, and seeds. So I find that most people that struggle with those issues are the ones that are eating, tons of faux meat alternatives and faux cheese and faux dairy alternatives, and going for like the cheaper options, the faster options, not cooking for themselves and not eating at high quality restaurants when they go out. Maybe are in too much of a rush and have a very stressful lifestyle as well. Stress has a huge impact on our health. And speaking of which, one of the best things that I've discovered lately is Bikram yoga, which is hot yoga. And this form of yoga really has a big focus on the way that we move our body and how it affects our internal organs. And things like exercise, whether you're doing a type of yoga like that, or just getting out and about and walking to the grocery store like I am, makes a huge difference. It impacts everything. It de-stresses us, it gets everything going, it energizes us. So it's really when you start to feel symptoms like weakness and lack of energy, you kind of really start thinking about the foods you're eating, the foods you're not eating, and the amount of exercise you're doing, and your mental state. That's pretty much the answer to any health problem, from my opinion. I'm not a medical professional, but I've been studying this for years, and across the board, it's pretty much always the answer. Dana had also asked about, sorry, I'm a little out of breath, talking and walking fast. Okay. Dana had also asked about weak nails. I guess she didn't really go into detail, but common effects would be dry nails, brittle nails. That's typically a problem of not getting enough nutrients. Number one things you want to focus on there are calcium, of course, B vitamins, biotin, vitamin D, which helps your calcium absorption, and protein, iron, and zinc. You can get all that stuff from a varied whole food plant-based diet, but there are some supplements that you could get as well. People were recommending biotin, like I mentioned, and also horsetail, although I would research those a little bit. I'm not an expert in those fields. Key things to focus on are grains, legumes, and leafy green vegetables. Seaweed, of course, or any sort of sea vegetable. that's my 2 cents on this subject. I hope that helped you out, Dana, and anyone else who's watching. Just keep it varied. I know it can be a struggle when you're short on time, money, when you don't have resources, but I promise you there's a way. If you don't have access to farmers markets or good natural markets, maybe start growing your own. You got to push for it. Order it online. We're so lucky to have access to the internet. You can find great deals online. You can find all sorts of services. Pretty much anywhere in the world there are people that are passionate about it with you. And if it's not available, make it available. Start it yourself. Maybe it's time you start your own business. Where there's a will, there's a way. And if you let me know where you live, if you're struggling, I'd be happy to help you research some options so that you too can be healthy and happy all the time. Thanks so much for watching, and feel free to ask me questions at any point on any of social media: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Tumblr, Instagram, Pinterest. All of those links are down below, or you can just leave a comment here on YouTube or visit ecovegangal.com. Plan to write a post on this so I can provide you some written information as well and some links. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later.